Hey YouTube. Today I want to talk to you about a single game I played recently which has had a massive impact on how I learn Go. The game in question is this correspondence game I played with Dioxine, who is someone that I met on the Triton Baduk Discord. And by move 67, I think I've done pretty well. I'm playing black. I have a lot of territory in the top right, at the top of the board. I've got a big Moyo in the bottom right, and I don't think white has that many points. And at this stage in the game, we start talking. And the conversation is along the lines of Dioxine doesn't see a way to really come back from this game, doesn't see a way how to invade the Moyo in the bottom right. I think it's really secure as well. But what we agree is that he's going to try anyway. This is just a friendly match between two people chatting, so why not try and invade? Just YOLO into the space, see if they can live, and conversely see whether I can actually kill the group. Initially, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I take the shape points, I prevent the group from connecting up. I feel like things are going okay. And at this point, I'm feeling like I've got this, like this group isn't going to live. I am, however, conscious that that group on the left-hand side is a bit weak. It has cutting points. And this is where the game ends. I resign the game. And you can clearly see that the left-hand side of this group has a shortage of liberties. I'm going to lose the liberty race. White has won and is at this point 68 points ahead of black. This is really frustrating on one side. It's another instance where I managed to make another minus 80 point move. But at the same time, it was such a good game. It was really good talking to Dioxine about our respective views on the game, how it was going, our prospects for whether he'd be able to live in that Moyo in the bottom right. It was just really good fun. And yeah, I've lost. It's unfortunate. And I played some poor moves, which have caused me to lose. But I've also learned an awful lot from this game, particularly how much this co impacted my shortage of liberties. And if I had not tried to win the co, but rather taken the opportunity to play 2 additional moves to remove liberties for White's group, White's struggling group, then actually this would have been fine. Instead, because I didn't read it properly, and in fact it was because it was a co that I couldn't figure out in my mind what that would do to the liberty race. I thought it was better to actually fill the point, and you can see that this is the point that I truly lose the match. The shortage of liberties has crystallized. The thing is, if this had been a normal game on OGS between strangers, none of that learning would actually have taken place. Dioxine would likely have resigned at the point of feeling that they couldn't have successfully invaded the corner, and that would have been it, that would have been the game. So I think my biggest takeaway is how helpful and important it is to have people you can play Go with from a perspective of, let's learn something from this game. Playing endless games on OGS with faceless strangers is fine, you'll learn something. But the opportunity to actually talk about the game and how it's gone and to see whether there's things that you can try, it's really, really helpful. So I highly encourage any DDK players out there who are struggling to progress to reach out to other DDK players and try to have a conversation about the game at the very least. But if you can connect with the community, such as through a Discord, it's going to help a lot. It's also been really helpful playing correspondence games generally, because they're an opportunity as a DDK player to have time to actually think about your moves in the way that a 30-second Bioyomi, the 30-second period doesn't usually allow you to do. Speaking of new experiences, I'm also really grateful to Noob42, who reached out through the YouTube channel, and we've ended up having a couple of games, and they've introduced me to 9x9 games, which are fantastic, and I've really enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to us having some more, and hey, maybe I might even come close to winning one day. So I don't know if I can necessarily say that there's been a breakthrough in that there's been a step change in my OGS rank, for instance. However, I do think I've made a lot of progress in terms of creating some solid foundations from which to actually now grow and progress as a player. In terms of more tangible ways of determining whether I'm actually progressing as a player, following Triton's basics, one thing I'm really proud of is that I'm slowly getting better at life and death problems. For those of you who don't know, Triton recommends that you complete certain collections on Samego Hero, and I'm pleased to say that through constantly trying to do these things and other reading activities, I think I'm actually making progress when I look at my percentage accuracy of completing those collections. They're certainly starting to feel a bit easier and more intuitive, so I think that's progress. Anyway, just a quick update on how it's going and a recent revelation that I've had, and to say thank you to Dioxine and to Noob42 for some really great games, and also anyone who's taken the time to comment on the YouTube videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.